Welcome back students. In the previous video we studied about what is the meaning of the reproduction in the case of, yes, the general term. Then in the case of the plants, about the vegetative parts, yes, exactly what are these? Roots, stems and the leaves. And in the plants, the new plants can be formed by two ways. One is the asexual mode and second is the sexual mode. In the asexual mode we use the different parts of the plants, okay, and no seeds are required. And from the new plant can be formed from the existing plant only. But in the sexual mode of reproduction in plants, seeds are required. So, taking ahead this topic, that asexual reproduction, that is through the vegetative propagation, through fragmentation, budding or the spore formation. So, first we will talk about the vegetative propagation, that is through the vegetative parts. And what are the vegetative parts? As you know, in the previous video I told you the root, stem, leaves and the buds. Vegetative propagation, the vegetative parts of the plant are being used to form a new plant, and in this case the new plants are produced from the roots, from stem or by taking the leaves or through the buds. Now how we can do it? Let us talk about it, that these are the different parts of the plant, and you see these different parts of the plant, when we take, the new plant is formed, and this new plant that produced is exactly identical to the parent plant. This is the parent plant. If we take any of its part, either leaf part or either the root part or the buds or stem, then the new plant which is formed, that will be similar to exactly the copy of the parent plant. Okay. Next we have over here that the stem cutting method, that I am talking about the vegetative propagation through vegetative parts. Here if we take the stem part, in the rose case, when we are taking the stem portion, as you can take, when you cut the stem, remember the 2 to 3 nodes should be there. The point where bud has been grown, has to be grown, or stem, the bud region should be included, that is node should be there. Okay, 2 to 3 number of nodes is there, and just cut the stem part of the rose and then plant it into the soil. Keep it watering regularly. After few days you will see the number of rose plants. This is the stem cutting. And in which case you can use? In the case of rose, grapes and the sugarcane. Stem cutting with buds is taken from healthy plant, and cuttings are then sown in the soil and watered regularly, and it will give rise to the new plant. As you can see over here, these stems are being sown in the soil, and after few days when you water it regularly, the new plantlet is formed, as just like this way in the sequence. Number of 2 to 3 nodes should be present, from where the new stem will arise and the lower end the roots will develop. Now underground stem you can also use. Underground stem are also known as modified stem. These are potato plant, onion plant and the turmeric plant. And here you should know that potato is a tuber. It can be asked you name the tuber or modified stem, then you have to name this. An onion and a garlic, they are considered in the case of bulb, and turmeric and the ginger, they are the rhizomes. Okay, and these are the underground stem. If you cut half of these parts, then you sow into the soil, then after few days the new planted will be forming. As you can see, this is the modified stem, and on the potato, what is this? This is the eye, and through this eye the small leaf like structure will come out, and ultimately you will get number of potatoes after few days in it. Next we have the leaves. The example is the bryophyllum. In this case the bryophyllum shed its leaf on the soil, and another different plant of the bryophyllum arises. So this is the leaves that contains the bud part, this is the bud part, and it falls down, and this will give rise to another new plant. So each bud can give rise to the new plant. This is through the leaves. Example is bryophyllum. And through the roots you can see the sweet potato and the dahlia. They are having such type of different roots. When you cut these roots and if you plant this, grow into the soil, then they will give rise to the same parent plant copy. Okay, these roots if you sow into the soil, they will also give rise to the new plant. So these are the ways by which you can plant it. In the case of cactus, its different parts, when it falls on the ground, is property that it can give rise to the same cactus from its different part that can detach from the main plant body, and each detached part can grow into a new plant. Vegetative propagation, as we studied, that is through all roots, stem, leaves and the buds. That is the asexual mode of reproduction. And what is the advantage of this vegetative propagation? That don't produce the seeds and can be multiplied by this method. Next, they take the less time to grow and bear the flowers and the fruits earlier than those produced from the seeds. If you plant from the seeds, they will give rise to the flowers and the seeds later, but they will give rise to earlier. Through the vegetative propagation, they will have the fruits and seeds earlier as compared to the seed plant. Now, the new plants are exact copies of the parent plant and they can produce from a single parent only. No two parents are involved. Through the single parent, we can produce a new exact copy of the plant. So, this is what the advantage of the vegetative propagation in the plants. So, asexual mode, we have studied all this. First part we completed, that is vegetative propagation and its advantage. Next, we have over here budding. What is budding? In the case of yeast, what happened? There is a bulb like projection. They are known as a buds, that is single cell fungi. In this, what is happening over here? There is a development of the bud in this case, and this bud, this nip off, that means new bud will arise and ultimately it will give the chain of the buds, and they will then after maturation detach from it and the new different parent plant will be growing. So, the example of this is yeast, that is a single cell fungi. This is the budding process. Next, fragmentation. This is in case of slimy green patches that you see in the lakes and the ponds, that is alga is the example, and in that Spirogyra is the name. As you can see when you go near to it, that earlier it has been grown. After few days you will see the complete the area that has grown with the slimy patches of the green patches, that is known as the algae. Now, this will mature, it will break into two or more, and from their fragments it gave rise to the new pieces, that is new into the new individual. So, through the fragmentation also we can give rise to the any plant. Fragmentation of the parent organism into the new organism, it is again an asexual mode of reproduction. In this fragmentation it will break into two, and again further it is division, and again what will happen? There is a number of chain will develop. Spore formation in case of mosses, ferns and fungi. They reproduce by means of spores. And spores, what are actually? They are not the seed, don't mislead with it. They are small microscopic unicellular asexual reproductive bodies. Okay, and the spores are not seeds, as I said, and they are covered through the long distances. So, when they burst, when they are burst, the spores are released in the air, and they are very light, so they are being carried to the long distances, and they can withstand with the favorable condition. They have an outer thick coat, protective coat. As you can see, this is the long here like thread like, that is hyphae, and they are known as sporangia. This is the stem, and outer wall is the thick protective coating. When they get favorable condition, it bursts and release the spores, and spores, they are released to the long distances. When it gets favorable condition, they again grow into the different. And it is found in the case of fungi also, that is bread mold, you can see, and mosses and the ferns. When you go to hilly areas, they are having the distribution of it, that is again they are formed through the spores, and spores are basically on the lower portion of the leaves. They are present on the lower end of the leaf in the form of this. You can see, this is the diagram, very important, you should know. These are the ferns, and at the lower end of leaf you can see the small yellow patches. These are actually the fern spores, and single is known as, they are actually the leaves. Such type of leaves are known as frond, and they are bearing the yellow color, this small round patches, just like that is known as sori. So, in this video we studied about the vegetative part. In the next video we will study about a head, the different parts, and that is, till here we completed the asexual mode of reproduction, different ways, that is vegetative, and others, that is fragmentation, budding and all that. So, meet you soon in our next coming videos. Thank you.